Don't worry, be happy.
It
Don't
is
worry, be happy.
Miss Bobby McFreakin, I think it's called.
Don't worry,
Awesome, guys. How is everyone?
don't
You
worry,
can. Ooh,
be happy.
why? Here we go. Turn that off. How is everyone doing? Let's turn cameras on if we can. That'll be awesome. Uh, just like to see everyone. Let's have an interactive session, guys. Lots to talk through and get us into the next stage. I would have loved to see more on, but hey, those who are in is important. Uh, the ones who are on, that's the important thing. Hello, Ruth. Good to see you. Awesome, awesome, guys. Now, if Ruth can turn on a camera from Kenya with bad network, no one else has an excuse not to turn their camera on, okay? Want to see your faces? Let's go. And thank you for those who have. Except I can only see M's and not Kim's, so I'm not. There she. Oh, she's sleeping on the couch. All right, she's doing the don't worry, be happy. All right, Patrick. I was. I'll take that as an excuse. Thank you, Patrick, for being on though. Awesome. Guys, what we're doing today is, and I'm recording this so that you can pass this on to anyone else in your group, in your team, if they want to know what's going on, where are we at. Lots of amazing changes taking place. And look, how many of you know that? So I love what one of our mentors has been telling us, Santosh. He says, buy the rumors, sell the news. Anyone heard that? Buy the rumors, sell the news. What the heck does that mean? Well, sometimes you'll hear stuff and you'll take it as a lot of times rumors are. I mean, I've never heard rumors be positive, right? As far as I know. I think, isn't that interesting? Every rumor is usually negative. And so a rumor can come in and change the course of what we do and perspectives and information. And so we sell the news. And the news is always, if it's kingdom based, it's always positive and it always has a solution to everything. And I love what Sandy's got there. Every earthly challenge we face in our daily lives has a heavenly solution. Amen. So I want to share the screen and I'm just going to go through a couple of things that we just want to talk through today. And if you see yourself, just excuse me while I fix up some things here. What am I sharing? Let me try that again. I'm sharing the wrong screen. Here we go. Put this here, put that there. Get you guys back here. Do this again. Try and see if this will work. All right, you guys can see that, but I can't see you. Where are you? Here we are. Here we go. Move this here. All right, can you guys see the screen? Someone tell me yes.
Yes.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so we are doing, just for our guys, this is mainly for our guys in Validus, where are we heading to, what the information we have learned, and what we're heading from here onwards. There's some exciting stuff. Hello, Mr. Keno. Good to see you on. Hello, Holiness. Bishal, really happy. Malaysia is in as well. Uganda is in. Hello, Navin and April. I think I said hi to April already. Tazi is on. Guys, keep praying for Cedric. He's not been well, so we want to just believe for an amazing recovery for him. Wonderful. So this is mainly for our Validus guys. Although every Monday we have it open for everyone and anyone to come in, just because we're going to talk about where is Validus taking us to, and how where's the excitement and where things are running from here. So Validus updates. Basically, with Validus right now, they've stopped the membership. They've put a cease on new memberships, and the networking component of that for those who have been networking, which is myself mostly and a few others. The reason behind that is that they went through a fair amount of challenges in 2023, with some of the where they put the funds and they wait rather than while they're sorting out the members that have been finished their memberships. Because remember how long? Let's do chat. See how where people are at. If you guys know your stuff, how long is the membership?
60 weeks.
How long?
60.
60 weeks.
60.
Brilliant. Okay, and how long has the company been open for?
2 years.
Yes, so
Oh.
there are members who are finishing their 60 weeks or finished their 60 weeks, and some of the ones who've just been finishing their 60 weeks or finished recently have not been paid that full amount that's come in because there's been the money that's been invested had not come fully in. So what the company did was in 2023 for the 6 months, the last 6 months, Mansoor and the team had been working on recovery. And that didn't affect us as new members, and it doesn't affect us as new members as far as we've been updated and told. So our rewards are still coming in. I don't know if anyone's logged in recently and found that our rewards are down from 2% to, anyone know what it's giving us at the moment?
1.5.
1.5. Good. Someone's doing their homework. I love it. So at 1.5, but what is our and Holiness, you put 1.5, great. And what is our interest on the interest, or let's say accumulation on the accumulation? What's the percentage? It's still at 2.3. All right, so we're still going well, but the reduction is showing me a lot of maturity of them saying, listen, we want to just finish paying the old members the classic rewards. We want to complete that project before we continue taking new members, because if we take new members and not pay the old members, it doesn't look good. For those of us who've come from TFXI, totally agree, and I really like that. I was paid twice. My tickets were paid to go to Dubai. The last time I went, I was one of a very few select people as leaders, as one of the leaders, which I really appreciated that they saw me as one, to go over to Dubai and to hear from Mansoor and Dr. personally, and to assure us that they are doing everything to sort that out so we can continue this amazing journey with Validus, which is to earn, to learn, to earn, and to connect, right? So the learning component is still on, although Hiromi, as you pointed out, we also noticed since yesterday that the learning site had a glitch, so they're working on that. And I'll let you know the update of that. Okay, so where do we go from here? For those who are networking, for some of us who've been networking, and if you've been networking and looking to build business networking wise, put a 1 in the chat group so I just know I'm talking to you. So those who are inviting others and we're building commission base on that, getting rewards based on that. Yeah, few Holiness, anyone else networking? Mercy was networking. I know Kem, you were networking. Cedric was networking. All right. M was networking. Cecilia was networking. All right. So for those of us who are networking, Patrick was networking. Navin was networking. Okay. So April was starting to network. Yep. Sandy was starting to talk to people. So there's a hold, and that hold could take the whole of 2024. Okay, because they're in a recovery process. So what do we do from here? All right. So the next step for us was that we said, let's continue what we are going to do, and we're not going to stop. Let's create momentum here, because at the beginning of the year, the on the 31st night when we met, how many of you remember the words I said the Lord spoke to me about that earlier that morning? You remember there's 3 words that God spoke to me about? Anyone want to yell it out? If you remember it, I've been trumpeting it out for a while. Come on, Em. You remember it, Em?
Harvesting.
Yes, that was the 3rd word.
Legacy.
Time to harvest.
Yes, but before that,
Wealth. Legacy.
you're just throwing words out, which are all amazing words. Okay, so what the Lord said, and I really need you to pay attention to this, because this is actually what's happening. And I love that as a company of prophets, we can see ahead and look at what's going on. Participants set the caption language to Arabic. That's nice. Whoever did that, stop it. See Arabic captions coming out now. So this is what the Lord said. There will be challenges in 2024, but with every challenge, there are opportunities that are going to yield a harvest. not just success, but a harvest. Actually, I had success that I was listening, and the Lord said, not a success, a harvest. And I said, what's the difference? He said, a harvest is for everyone. All right. So, challenges, opportunities, harvest. You guys good with that? And I want you to keep that in mind for 2024, because 2024 is going to be an amazing, exciting learning curve. So, what have we done from Project 61? And in the next few weeks, or probably next few days or next few hours, we're going to start creating that the group that we're in will start to become an ecosystem of its own, which is very exciting for me, because Papa Luke prophesied this about 10 plus years ago in one of our first Project 61 conferences, when we had our Kingdom Praise conferences, and we're seeing this take place. So P61 is going to have its own ecosystem, which is a community or group that lives in and interacts with each other in a specific environment. What's the environment? Getting rid of the money distractions and teaching people about their identity. Okay, who's excited about that? If you are, I want to put a Y in the chat group, or you can raise your hand like Margaret did, because I am super, super excited about this, because this is what literally P61 is all about. Okay, it's about how do we tell people who they are, but how do we get rid of the money distractions that distract people from even going out and multiplying that effect? Because remember, we're into the multiplying. Okay, we don't want to grow big, we want to multiply big. Amen. All right, so how do we do that? Well, one of the mandates that God gave us, I was in Dubai last month, the last one I was in, the second last one, and I asked the Lord, I woke up in the morning, we're about to go for a Validus meeting, and I asked the Lord, am I done with wealth creation? Because I've written the books, I've done the teaching, new revelation, Lord, and the new things I can start to do. And the Lord spoke to me and said, for the rest of your life, you will talk about identity and getting rid of the money distractions, the wealth creation. Okay, and recently when Papa Luke prophesied and said it's time for me to take on that journey from an ambassadorial perspective, and I like yesterday I took what M said, I think it was this morning or yesterday, said, I see you as a kingdom capitalist, and I'm like, wow, I'm taking that. That's awesome. That's exciting. Okay, because I haven't personally owned the wealth creation side. I just left it with Pops and a few of the others and said, hey, you guys do it. I'll just kind of tamper around with it. But I'm excited that we're taking this and we're doing it as a group. All right. So where to from here? Well, we've got our Atmosphere 12.2, which is our identity side of things. So for those of you who connect with us with the family side, the home church, the small groups, the online discipleship training, the leadership development and multiplication, this is familiar to you, Atmosphere 12.2. What are we? You guys ready to unmute and say we're a family that
Stays together.
stays together, grows together, changes
Change the world
together.
together.
Amen. Awesome. Okay. So that's who we are. But what we're bringing into the mix is the Kingdom Wealth Management System. And this is all connected with what Validus has been teaching us and what we're going to move into 2024. Okay. And what we're currently doing. So theme of the conference was what? Who remembers what the theme of this year's conference has been?
Prince to a king.
Prince to a king. Time to grow up, mature, for us to get up to that place where we're no longer sons, but we're kings. So we're sons that are kings. A son is all about me, knowing who I am, that I'm loved, I'm graced by presence, I've got amazing inheritance over me. But a king is like, let me find strategies for the world, let me go and create wealth and release it out, let me find solutions to this earth. So it's all about the doing. Let me be about my Father's business. Okay, who's excited and ready for that? All right, because you just have to be ready. You don't have to know how to do it, just have to be ready to go. So if you're ready to go on this maturing to be a king, then the Kingdom Wealth Management System is really important. Now that's broken up into three sections. Up the top left hand side here is the Mindset Wealth Training. So every Monday, and I might do it twice a week if people thinking, yep, this is good, we need to have it more often. We'll do an hour maybe on a Monday and an hour on a Friday. We'll just see how we run, but definitely Monday. And we want to open up to everyone and anyone is available to come in, okay, which is going to be very exciting. Property, real estate assets. Like I've just been invited by a very influential group that is coming from within the Validus V Mastery kind of equivalent to teach on property real estate assets. How exciting is that? I'm just super excited that there's a possibility that we can get out to the world with the kingdom mindset, people creating wealth. Okay. Where I want to tap on today is the right hand side, which is all about the digital world. Okay. And actually, let me just while we're doing that, correct my spellings. Thank God mom's not on at the moment. Yes, no one is to tell her that her son should know how to spell better. If she finds out, I'll know it's from you guys. Digital world. That's a bit better. All right. Okay. So we're moving. Where I want to focus on today is just the digital world, because the digital world doesn't need physical assets as such to worry about. It is anywhere, any place, anytime. And what we've been learning is just like exciting stuff. So what have we been doing? Education through vMastery. We've started doing trading with crypto, with the trading and crypto coin portfolio, creating a coin portfolio for what is to come in 2025. So 2024 is our learning and our investing, DCAing on coins, etc. What days? Anyone want to tell me what days the training is for this, the trading and crypto coin stuff?
Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30.
Awesome. Tuesday, Thursday, 8:30 Melbourne time. So you guys need to convert if you're in another country what the time zone is. And if you don't know, write in our chat group, say, look, I need to know the time zone. We'll find out. In a few weeks' time, I'm going to be telling you about this really exciting stuff called Bitcoin mining. While I grab some water, could someone just yell out? I can still hear you guys. What is Bitcoin mining? Bitcoin mining, what is it?
Is that where you're holding your money?
Nope. Good try though. Thank you for trying. What's Bitcoin mining?
It's like a blockchain.
Tell me more.
It's like just a process transaction that's verified through blockchain. That's all I know. But
Yes,
I know
and-
it's an entity to itself, so it has like similar to the DAO, I think.
Now you started well and then you've gone.
Oh,
you've
okay.
gone. Bitcoin mining, guys. Anyone else? Come on.
Oh, trying to.
Navin just said it's mining. Come on, Navin, tell us more. Tell us more.
When you have to use these special machines,
Ooh, come on, Margaret.
AI.
that cost a lot of money. So a whole lot of people have to come together to try and finance that.
Oh, you mean talking about those machine thing?
Mine-
Guys, I wanted to give a
Enough.
777 for Margaret because
Oh,
she
Margaret.
tells me she doesn't know any of this stuff. It's all mumbo jumbo to her. And look at this woman go. Like, come
My
on, who's going to
brain
give it?
holds on to unusual pieces of information.
Yeah. Okay.
It always has.
So Bitcoin mining is the process of validating the information in a blockchain block by generating a cryptographic solution that matches specific criteria.
Oh, and how are we supposed to remember that?
Not meant to. What Margaret said is right. When a correct solution is reached, a reward in the form of Bitcoin and fees for the work done is given to the miners who reach the solution first. So, in other words, the word mining is just a metaphor for what we would do in the real world. Does anyone know what gold mining is? Mining for gold or precious jewels? Yes, same thing with Bitcoin. Now, how many of you here are spiritual? I want an S if you're spiritual, a capital S if you're spiritual. How many of you are in the spirit? You're spiritual? Put an S. Come on, I want to see. I think everyone needs to be putting an S there. I personally, this is just Rubenology. I don't have proof of this yet, but I know I'm going to get it. Whenever I hear something in the spirit, I know the scriptures will come after. How many of you know in the garden that all the ingredients, including all the precious metals, were in the garden? because that's what it says in the Bible, right? How many of you know that? But how many of you know, is what I personally believe, that the garden also had virtual gold, which today we call Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the gold, is the virtual gold of the real gold of this world. Now, the closer we get to the heavenly realms, the closer we're going to have the space between the physical realm and heaven. We're going to start seeing stuff, because how many of you know you can't physically own a Bitcoin in the physical world, but you still own a Bitcoin that is so valuable? What's the value of Bitcoin today? Someone shout it out.
440
42
something.
About
something.
42,000 USD. How much is that? 42,000 USD. How many of you know the value of gold? Physical gold.
Much less than that.
2,000 something, isn't it?
$2,000. How long's gold been around?
Forever.
1,000 years. Well, since the earth created.
Since they got created.
And
Oh, it's
since-
in Genesis where the river flowing with gold and things.
okay. And when was Bitcoin? When did Bitcoin start?
2009.
2009. Invented in 2008. So can you imagine a virtual coin that you can't grab a hold of? It's in the virtual world. Come on, are you in the spirit? Okay, I hope you're getting this. Is
Yeah.
worth more in value. How many times more? 2,000 versus 42,000. That's 20. Is that 20 times more? That's over 20x. That's crazy stuff. Are you guys getting this? Our spirit is more valuable than our physical bodies. But because of our spirit, our bodies become valuable. Right? And so if we understand this, Bitcoin mining is simply the opportunities to gain a coin of value that is going to be double in price in the coming year. It's going to go up past 100K. Okay, and that's very exciting. Now, so in a few weeks' time, I'm going to tell you about that. I left my book downstairs, Bitcoin mining and crypto. Could someone put that in the chat group, and even the link, if you can? Maybe M, you are amazing at this. Could you find the Bitcoin and crypto on Amazon? The PDF version, which is the Kindle version. Pop it in our chat group, guys. If there's any book I can recommend you to read to learn about all this stuff in layman's English, layman's terms, Crypto and Chill is amazing. I met the author in Dubai. I mean, God is just, the privileges I've had in the recent few months has been amazing. Okay, and I'm very excited. Someone's look at Arabic translation going. Is anyone actually seeing Arabic translation in their group, on their screen? That's funny.
No, I haven't seen it.
Wow.
No,
There's an Arabic translation going on.
only for you by the looks of it.
It's not coming up on my screen, but it's showing me in the recording AR, which is interesting. Yeah. Anyway, the translation thing is a new thing, so I'm interested to see how.
Hey, Ruben,
Yes, sir.
maybe you need to change the caption language.
I didn't even put it on in the first place.
Yeah, it says caption language Arabic here by default. It's ticked
It's
on my side. Yeah.
Okay, where are you seeing the word caption language?
Next to reactions at the bottom, record. You have to stop sharing, I think, first. Yeah.
You're
See,
right.
it says record show captions.
Let me have a look. Summary, apps, reactions. Next to reactions, showing me apps.
Then they show captions.
Whiteboard notes. Let me see more captions. Here we go. Okay, let me say English. Save. Participants set the caption language to English. Okay,
Yeah, now it's English. Yeah.
wonderful. Okay, but is there captions coming up on anyone's screen?
No.
Okay, all good. I'm learning some new stuff here. All right, let me just share this screen again. Screen number 2. All right, you guys can see that screen, right? Okay, so the next thing I want to look at after that is this DAO system, and that's the decentralized autonomous organization. Okay, DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. And so we've been learning about that, and that is off the charts. We've looked at some things. So for some of you who haven't jumped on, if you've already jumped on to this, when we're in Malaysia, we literally went crazy in the last week, and it's been exciting. People are already getting paid in this as a community. It's very, very exciting. So if you're already on this, can you please put a one on there and let me know? Hello, Sandeep. Welcome. Good to see Sandeep on.
Thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here. I just got back from my son's cricket match.
Did you win?
Yes.
Beautiful.
They're in the semi-finals next week.
Woohoo! So good. So
and good to be on the call. Good to see everyone. Good evening, everyone.
What a blessing. Good to have
Good
you on.
evening,
Thank you.
Sandeep.
Good evening.
Amazing
Thank you for having
mentor. It's jumped on, and he's looking pretty cool there. Sandeep and I are going to be heading to Sydney over the weekend, which is going to be exciting.
Not
Next
this weekend, next weekend.
Next weekend, yeah, better not go too fast. And then Phuket in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
We're going to be meeting up with some of the leaders there, and apparently we're going to be working on our physique as well. So early this morning, Sandeep was showing his guns, and man, he's got some guns. So
I'll carry your bags.
Most of my guns are in my tummy, where I need to get rid of them from.
Sandeep, that's terrible. That vision came into my head before you said it.
in the spirit there.
when I climb our weighing scale, it says one at a time, please.
That's funny. Anyhow,
That's Friday night humor for you. At my expense.
Yes, at your expense.
the hour of wealth has just taken off into a new direction. We've put some new coordinates in. So awesome.
Sorry, I'll hand it back to you, Ruben.
Not a problem. Thank you, bro. So guys, the DAO system, I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. If you haven't jumped in, a few of you have, so you got ones there. Brilliant system. There's AI technology that is coming on board very soon. And then there's some other things that we're working on, that we're catching up with some of you one at a time, saying, hey, come listen to this stuff. Why? Because 2024 has the opportunity. So how many of you remember the 3 words that I said was what I felt the Lord spoke to me at the beginning of the year?
Challenges, opportunities, and harvest.
Challenges will create opportunities that will create harvest. Okay. And the opportunity for us, it is how many of you, we always say, and I'm sure all of you is going to say yes to this, but I want to ask the question, how many of you would like to be creating $1 million income? And if you say yes, put a Y in, or put a $1 million in there. Do you know how many zeros that is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you want $1 million income, and dollars, not shillings or rupees. Why don't you pop that in? Ruth, I hope that's not shillings, because it won't be much. Mercy, I hope that's definitely not chat, because that won't be much. I hope that's $1 million. All right. Now,
if it's Indonesian rupees, you don't need much at all.
Ooh, Kim, that's $10 million. Let's go. I love the shock there. So now I actually believe, based on some of the stuff we're looking at in the property side of things and the digital world, with the right mindset, it is very possible. Hiromi, you've missed 1 0. I'm like, you're getting to $1 trillion, my dear. I'm getting excited here. I love the vision. It's like, that's okay. It almost looked like you're getting to $1 trillion there, but it's 6 zeros. All right. I truly believe with the right mindset change this year, if you are willing to do this, that it is possible that we get close to $1 million as or more, not just as a group. It's possible as an individual. Okay, but there's a price to pay, and I always say the success to wealth creation is first sacrifice, then stewardship, and then multiplication. Someone write that down, and let's say that again. Ooh, $1 billion. Go, Patrick. Okay, sacrifice, stewardship, and then multiplication. There go my balloons. Okay, so what are the 3 things?
stewardship,
Sacrifice.
sacrifice, stewardship, and multiplication.
Excellent. Thank you, Navin, for writing that down. Well done, Sandy. So here's the thing. If we want to create $1 million, do we have to go find it outside of this world, or is it already running around somewhere in this world?
Oh, it's already out there.
It's somewhere in the world. It's not out in the cosmos, right? It's not outside of this earth. So the only thing that's stopping us is who?
Us.
Yes, our minds. Okay. So when you start hanging around people who say being a millionaire is nothing, multimillionaire, let's get to billion-dollar status, you start thinking that way and you stop thinking poverty. Okay, when you start saying, hey, just put $100 here or $1,500 there or 10,000 here, and we start making commitments that go, wow, that makes sense. Okay, it gets very exciting. So if you're willing to do this, we go on a journey, and remember, if you want high reward, what is it going to have? High risk, right? High risk, high reward. Not stupid risk. We reduce our risk by the amount of information that we collect and the research we do. And if we do something as a group, it's very, very exciting. Okay. Now I want to make sure everyone is tracking with me so far, because I got some, it's really, really powerful stuff. So how are we going? Let's see who hasn't been talking so far. Gondai, how are you doing? Can you hear us loud and clear? Stella, can you hear us? Holiness, Cedric, guys, either put in the chat group something, make some noise, or unmute and say, yep, I'm hearing you, I'm on track, because I can see the others are nodding their heads with their cameras on. Just want to make sure the others are. Ken, you hearing us? Ken, we were just talking about you with Nathan earlier today, saying, where's Ken? I said, I don't know. Gotta find out. Here you are, which is awesome. All right, Cedric is on. Anyone else? Who else? Gondai, can you hear us? Just want to make sure. Yes, Holiness. Yes, computer has issues again. All right, Gondai, we're gonna have to upgrade you, my dear. We need you. All right. So we're tracking here. If I want to create $1 million income, what do I have to do? Got to change my mindset. Is it possible to create $1 million this in 1 year? Yes. Okay, I was talking to someone today and I said, what's the big dream? How much are you wanting to see as an income this year? And he said, I'll be happy with 150,000. Now, I'm not any more happy with $150,000 income. Okay. Can I give you an example quickly? If you're in Australia, and Margaret, you're going to love this. I just came yesterday from sitting with, day before, Wednesday, with an NDIS project that just with land through either SMSF or directly, and I'm sharing this with Sandeep, and it's off the charts. Like, I thought doing Airbnb was exciting, 30,000 extra cash flow, positive cash flow. This is 90,000 per tenant paid by NDIS. So how many of you know if you build a 3-bedroom purpose-built with 2 tenants and 1 carer, how much are you going to make? Pop it in the chat group or yell it out.
90K.
No, 90,000 per tenant.
Oh,
3-bedroom house, 2 tenants.
170,000.
90,000 times 2.
Sorry, 90.
180,000. Okay. Now, if you've got some land that can build 2 purpose-built properties that are 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms each with 2 tenants in each of those houses and a carer in each. So that's 4 tenants times 90,000. How much is the potential income? $360,000. Well done, Navin. Who's excited? Who thinks that's an exciting, like, this is, if you're in Australia and you don't take advantage of this, something's wrong with you. Because literally this is government induced, and we're always going to take care of our guys who've got other abilities. We're always going to take care of them. They're very important to our community and part of our community. Okay. So exciting news. So is it possible to become a millionaire in a short amount of time? 100%. Okay. And if you're in other countries, there are other opportunities. As you hear these, you start to search for others. And that's how I started in the property market years ago. I literally started searching in seeing what was happening in America. And then I started looking at how I can do it in Australia. And then I took advantage of the stuff that we could do and the stuff we couldn't do. I just came up with different other ideas, and I'm excited about it. Okay, so Margaret, we're going to talk tomorrow when we catch up, because there's some exciting to add to your portfolio. Okay, anyone else want to do something like this? It's possible. If you've got property that you're trying to pay down, like I was trying to do, and stop and go, hang on, there's other opportunities that I could create 4, 5, 6 more properties and live your legacy, not leave a legacy. Live the legacy that you want. Okay. Now, here's the other. So before I move to the next step and show you some stuff, who is interested in the idea that you could create $1 million this year, but you have to sacrifice, steward it well to multiply? If you're interested in that, I'm going to tell you what to do next. Okay. So I want you to put a 1 in the chat group if you're going, yep, I'm interested in this. Okay. Now, making the money is not hard. It's changing the mind that is. And so for that, you need to become a student of wealth creation in 2024. And that's going to take a sacrifice, because it literally means that you're going to start learning as you go, but it's very practical based learning. It's not sitting in the classroom, taking information in, then passing an exam, and then going and trying to do a course. It's literally as you go, you're learning, but it's a regular basis. Okay. So anyone tell me what passive income is? What's passive income as opposed to active income?
Money that works for you.
Money that works for you. What's active income? You
Money
working
that
for
you
money.
You
have
work for money.
Work
Yeah.
for it.
Sorry, Kem? Kem, what were you going to say? What were you saying? You're muted. Can't hear. Yeah.
What was the question? Sorry.
What's the difference between passive income and active income?
Passive income, money work for you, and the other one is you working for the money.
Yeah. Which one do you want? Which one do you guys want?
Or
Money-
we decree that the money shall work for us.
Amen. Let's do it. Okay. Nice, Navin. See, so students, see how you're taking, you're listening. Okay, and it might be, some of the things might be repetitive, but it'll sink in. It'll suddenly go, boom, I get it. Now I can see a change. If you're willing to be a student of wealth creation, we're going to see some amazing things take place. So what Validus has taught us, we want to put into place in the digital world, but we also want to do the property world from what I have been journeying on, and we'll get some others as we find others. Like we've got an amazing friend of ours who's in his 70s, who's some of you know him, William, who is a tycoon on property, but you just got to he's way ahead, and we just want to go. I'll break it down for you and build a bridge between what he does and what I do and what you guys have potential in doing. Okay, the digital world, some amazing stuff that's happening, but you've got to do what? Become a student of wealth creation. What does that look like? The sacrifice is that you have to change your mind, and that is the hardest thing ever. Okay, so today I was with someone, and they started saying, they started making statements rather than asking questions. Oh, it's impossible. I don't think I'll be able to make. I'd love to do it, but I don't think I'll be able to. Rather than how do I do it? So I want you to write down and put in the chat group. The question is how. How do I? Not I can't. So how do I? How do I become a millionaire? How do I create more digital wealth? How do I create more property wealth? Okay, the word how is the important thing, because once you ask the question, the answer will come. Okay, so every challenge will have an opportunity if you say how. Okay, how do we access this? How do we move into this next step? Everyone good with that? Okay. So the opportunity now is that to become a student of wealth creation is that on a regular basis, we need to get together as a group, because how many of you know as a group, we're going to do better than as individuals? Yeah. Excellent, Margaret. How do I become a millionaire? How do I create wealth income? Okay. So as a group, we're going to make better decisions together. We do prophetic eyes on it. We start to say, hey, how do I look at this? What's the best way we do this together? And we lead together. And then we help others along the way, because some of you already have enough information to start helping others, and that's the multiplication. You don't have to come to me and go, Ruben, can you help tell someone XYZ? Instead, you're like, hey, here's some information we can pass to the next stage. Okay, next person. And then the stuff that you don't know, come and learn. Okay, so we're going to create leaders that lead, and leaders that lead leaders, and leaders that lead leaders that lead leaders, and so on and so forth. You guys excited about this? Okay, but it's going to start with sacrifice. And it's important that you have fruit. we shouldn't teach from something we don't know ourselves, we don't have ourselves. Okay, so how many of you know whatever I show you, whatever any of the implementers in Project 61 show you, it's from fruit. It's from whatever we've done. If we haven't done it, we go, we haven't done it. Okay. So here's the other thing I want to show you. Let me share my screen again. And super excited about, I'll share the screen first before that. Remember, some of you might want to take a screenshot of this. For those of you who haven't seen it or seen it in individual, this is the 7 rights and responsibilities to create wealth. Okay, I'm not going to go through that in detail, but basically it is our God-given right and responsibility to create wealth, to live debt-free, to not be poor, to lend and not borrow, to be a good steward of money, to help the widows, orphans, fatherless, and the needy. And my favorite, to be time-free, resource, and available to fulfill the Great Commission. Okay, now I wrote this in 2010 when I couldn't do number 7. How many of you that know me know that I can do number 7 now?
Yes.
Okay, so I had to faith it first before I make it, not fake it, not fear it. Okay, but I had to faith it. And I want you to start faithing a lifestyle worth living. Okay, because we don't faith it and see it and dream it and believe it, you won't achieve it. Okay, 2010, we're now in 2024, 14 years on, I can say I'm living this and I'm doing everything that it says here. But when I wrote this down, I wasn't doing everything. Okay, so I want you to quickly look at this and say, which ones can you celebrate? Pick 2 and put them in the chat group. What are 2 that you can celebrate today and say, I have been doing this and I'm super excited. I want to celebrate that together. Pick 2, pop that in the chat group. Okay, it might be more than 2, and if there's more than 2, pop those numbers in. Just put the numbers in. If it's yep, I'm creating wealth, then put number 1 in. If you're debt free, put number 2 in. If you are able to lend and not borrow, put number 4 in, and so on. So just put whichever number that you feel like I have already been doing this, and I want to celebrate that. Awesome, awesome. Margaret, number 1. Holiness, all. Beautiful. Navin, 6, 5, and 4. Beautiful. Love it. So we're celebrating what we have done. Okay. Awesome, guys. 1 and 2 for Ken. Beautiful. Who else? What do you feel like you're celebrating going, yeah, I've done this. Okay. I'm doing a certain one quite well and I'm celebrating that. Okay. 2 and 3 for Patrick. Awesome. Living debt free, not being poor. 1, 5, and 6 for Mercy. Creating wealth. Being a good steward of money. Yeah, definitely you are. I really love that about you. To help the widows, orphans, fatherless, and needy. Amazing. Sandy, 1 to 4. Beautiful. Okay. I want to see others participating in this. What are 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of them that you can say, I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate with you guys and say, well done. Congratulations. The next thing I want you to do is, we've got 9 minutes before we finish, is how do we, is there anything in particular here you go, oh, I really want to see more. I'd really love to hit this year, 2024. Cedric, number 6, beautiful. To help the widows, orphans, fatherless, and needy. Amazing. Cedric, I'd say number 1 as well. You've picked up on creating wealth. Cecilia, 4, 5, and 6, beautiful. You're like Navin, lending and not borrowing. Be a good steward of money. Help the widows, orphans, fatherless, and needy. Amazing. Love that. Okay. Now, how many of you can put a number in that says, this is what I'm looking to do? This is my challenge for 2024. What's 1 or 2? Don't put more than 1 or 2, because if you put too many, you won't go after them. But what's 1 or 2 that you look at and go, I really want to go after this in 2024. This is what really hits my heart. Patrick, number 1, to create wealth. Beautiful. Love that. What about others? Holiness, number 1. Navin, number 1. Awesome. Ruth, 1 and 5. Create wealth, be good steward of money. 6 and 7 for Ken. Help the widows, orphans, fatherless, and needy. And be time-free resource and available to fulfill the Great Commission. Love it. 5 and 7 for Chem. Is that Chem or M? M, what's your input? 5 and 7, what's 5? To be a good steward of money and to be time-free, resourced, and available. Love that. Number 1 for Cecilia. Awesome, guys. Awesome. M, you putting yours in? Margaret, 2 and 5. Mercy, 4 and 7. Great. So I want you to remember that, because I want you to keep remembering the challenge. And as you look at it, you don't have to try and do it. You just got to ask, how do I do it? That's all.
That's
And
if
go
you've
to
already
bring.
done 7 already, Em.
What's M? M is what? 7?
What are you?
7.
Oh,
7?
she's already 7 already.
Let's go. Number 7. Resourced. The resourced has to come in as part of that. But you're doing well. Doing well. Okay. Now, guys, I want you to pay attention. I remember I said, is it possible for us to make $1 million, right, in the next year? Okay. Here, and not all of us have property to do it in. I talked about the journey to wealth. I'll do this on Monday, so don't worry about that. There is a possibility with this DAO system that we're talking about, that I said I'm going to cover, that it is possible for us to make an astronomically a large amount of finances. Okay. Now, for those who are saying, some of you've heard the MetFi system, some of you have written before that you're on it, others are going, I don't know what this says yet. We're introducing it to our family group here, because this in itself, as a community, is already paying others. Please put a P for pay in the group if you have received some pay for doing nothing literally, except buying an NFT and letting it run, that you've got to pay because the community is working for you. Pop a P in there. I know Hiromi just got some today, which was exciting. Anyone else got anything from what they've set up? I think Hiromi, Holiness, you've got a full full swag happening with you, which is exciting. All right. Now, I want to take you through a video just to play some stuff that'll maybe just kind of tweak what you want, what this is all about, and then we pretty much got a couple more things, and we call it.
Google, Facebook, Bitcoin. Have you ever wondered what your financial situation would look like if you were one of the first investors in these tech unicorns? Wonder no more, because we're now going to show you how to consistently participate in the early funding rounds of promising technology startups before they become mega tech unicorns, and without the need for you to contribute funds for each investment. Introducing MetFi DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization that aspires to be the world's #1 metaverse and Web3 incubator, executing early-stage investments in the next wave of metaverse and Web3 unicorns, whilst giving MetFi NFT owners all over the world an early stake in these projects long before the general public knows about them. Metaverse and Web3 are already revolutionizing the internet, offering new ways to experience and interact with the world. This once-in-a-generation technology shift is already creating new millionaires and billionaires, and new economies, product categories, and services, as well as new types of digital assets that you own, control, and benefit from. MetFi is your gateway to these virtual worlds, placing you in front of the $13 trillion Web3 and Metaverse megatrend by delivering you a steady stream of ground floor investments in this fast-growing sector that is destined to change the world. As a DAO, MetFi is collectively owned and managed by all members of the MetFi community. Important decisions are made when members vote, and all profits from these early-stage investments are proportionally shared with the community. MetFi DAO operates on the Binance Smart Chain, with all functions of the protocol coded into smart contracts that operate autonomously, without human intervention, making them impossible to manipulate. All smart contracts are regularly and independently audited by one of the world's leading blockchain auditors, CertiK. Joining this amazing community is easy. You simply acquire a MetFi NFT and enjoy the numerous exclusive perks and privileges that come with it. Your NFT is your property, stored in your own decentralized wallet that you have full control of at all times. NFT owners vote on all important decisions, share the assets of the MetFi treasury, and receive all of the profits from the strategic investments that MetFi makes, as well as receiving MetFi tokens that compound and multiply every day. The more tokens you own, the greater your proportional share of the treasury, and the faster your MetFi tokens grow. You can add more tokens to your NFT or sell them at any time. MetFi is a powerful, decentralized investment vehicle for the masses, allowing everyday people to participate in the early funding rounds of the next wave of metaverse and Web3 unicorns, simply for owning an NFT. It really is that easy. Get your MetFi NFT today for exclusive perks, privileges, and your proportional share of the profits from all of the Web3 investments MetFi makes. Don't wait. Take action now and ride this $13 trillion megatrend with MetFi DAO.
How awesome is that? Very exciting. What does it all mean? So,
What does it all mean?
yeah, I love that. Good that you're asking questions like, what does that all mean? All right. First of all, let me put some 3 slides. I'm going to go over time for a few minutes, guys, for those who are interested to know this, because literally we have the possibility of making $1 million this year. Okay, and that is very exciting. I'll start with this. The NFT, literally, it starts with $100. And from $100, we have a matrix system where everyone in the community helps each other. So you can either be an active member or an inactive member. Okay, and you have the potential to make how much? What's it saying here for $100? What's the potential? Anyone see that number there?
Yeah.
How much is that?
4 million.
5 million.
That is not 4 million, but I like your enthusiasm.
442,000.
442,000.
Thank you, Don, for
800.
saving Mercy. 442,860. All right. What does that mean? For $100, if you could make 442,816 within a year, how many of you would be very happy with that?
Very.
A few of you, right? Come on, guys. If you made for $100 1,000, that's 10x. Would you be happy? If $100 becomes 1,000,
Yes.
right? If it becomes 4,000, if it becomes 10,000, would you be happy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The opportunity for doing nothing but just getting in early is to make 442,000, and that's at the smallest NFT. And you might say, how is that possible? Or each NFT, and it says you can acquire more NFTs. As you acquire more NFTs, each of them has a matrix down of 88,000, to fill in the matrix, and you don't have to bring in that many people. Okay, 88,572 for each. As everyone works together in the community, the potential is for you to get up to the top number of buying one after number 10, which is costs number 10, which costs 102,000 USD. And you might say, oh, it's too much, but you don't have to buy it. But if you did, as you upgrade, remember, as you're getting money coming in every day, this is your own system on your phone. It's not through any other person's third party or anything like that. Now, Mercy, what's the potential that can be made if all the matrices were filled out in the next year?
That's in millions.
This number here, what's this number showing? Anyone want to read it?
302,035.
Nope, the one below that.
Oh, 453,045. Oh no, it's even more than
4
that.
millions.
Million. 6 million.
It's 453 million.
Yeah.
For how many people? For one person.
Wow.
Each person has the potential of making this. Okay, it's very exciting. Now, guys, we don't need, even if you aim for 10% of 453 million, how much is that? That's about 43 million. Who would be happy with 43 million?
Well, that would be
Be happy with 10% of that.
So 1% of this would give you 4 million. Okay, 0.1% would give you 400,000. 0.01% would give you 40,000. Are you guys getting the picture? Is this possible? if your mind is still in work, chasing after the dollar or the ringgit or the rupee, this is too good to be true. If your mind is out of that into this background of what we're looking at, and this is only one of the many things I want to share with you over the next few days and weeks. But I want you guys to start thinking this 2024, I'm a student of wealth creation, which means I got to put some stuff in, learn, try out some things, no risk, no reward, right? And when I put a risk in, I'm going to educate myself in what is the right risk as we go, and know that anything I ask you to do, I'm doing myself. Okay, I'm not asking you to do something I'm not doing, and chances I've put in more than you, unless you're just a whale shark and you're going to pop something in that I can't afford right now, and I go, yep, go for it, and I'll be there right there to support you as well. Okay, the excitement around this whole thing is that we could change our minds, because how many of you know what the industry right now is for crypto?
6.6 trillion.
No, that's forex trading. Crypto is, but you're close, but you're double. So crypto is about a $3 trillion component right now. And what percent of population is on crypto?
1%.
Oh, 2 or 3%.
5%, close. It's getting to up to another 10% will join this year. Okay, and we're halving Bitcoin, and a lot of amazing things are taking place, and we're in the right place, right position to see some amazing things to come. Okay, so this is just one, but this is a very critical one that I'm working on, and I'm saying this is worth doing. Now, you heard the name unicorn when they were talking in that presentation. What does a unicorn mean? Anyone have an idea what they were talking about when they said unicorns? And you guys are welcome to cheat and go check it on the web. Go Google it. Okay. A unicorn is basically a $1 billion plus business that is not on the stock exchange, and it's things like the Facebook, things like Tesla. Anyone else want to go and check what are unicorn companies right now out there? Now you're going to be part of a company that incubates possible unicorns. How exciting is that? And you get to make decisions as a collective. So who's the researcher here? Go find on Google and tell me other unicorn companies, $1 billion plus revenue that's not listed on the stock. Like, they're being different, and there's a reason they're being different.
Big time.
Yeah, it might make sense. What else? What other companies?
Big time.
Which one?
Big time is a gaming company. And
Big time? Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So the last thing to look at is, this is where we're moving to. How many of you remember the read-only internet? I'm sure Sandeep and Margaret and I remember. Sandy as well. Anyone else? Were you alive when they had AOL and NBC, and you had your dial-up modems and your MSN, and they still have it, but those are not as. So Web 1 was read-only. Web 2, which is what we're doing most of now, is social internet. How many of you know that after we have a conversation that we go to our Facebook or social media, and all of a sudden they're showing us ads on the conversation we just had, right? Why? Because our data is not secure. A lot of data sharing. So we're moving into Web 3, which is immersive, decentralized, personal ownership of your data and assets. Very exciting. Okay. And what I want to take you through, if you're willing to do this, is be a student of wealth creation. I'm only a few steps ahead. I don't know everything, but I'm telling you what, I am learning fast. I've dedicated the next 2 years, this year and next year, to learn and keep learning. And I've did the last 1 year, I've been doing the same thing, stepping into Validus, and has opened our minds to so many amazing things. And now we start moving beyond that while the Validus side is on hold, like I said, with the memberships and no extra new memberships. Let's keep learning from what we've got and propelling forward, right? Who's excited with this? Web 3 uses decentralized blockchains, cryptocurrencies, and NFTs to give power and control back to you. How good is that? In the form of personal digital asset ownership. Imagine being the first investor in Google, Facebook, and Bitcoin. Those are...
No, it's almost too much to imagine.
Web 3 is your second chance.
Mm.
What we're doing with MetFi and some of the other things we're going to be sharing, second chance, guys. And this time we're not doing it alone and making mistakes alone. We're doing it as a family, and we're doing it together.
It's a bit like, how so many people missed out on BHP shares back in the 80s.
Yes.
And, you know, I had no idea at the time. I just wasn't, you know, in that headspace. But there are so many people I've met up with over the years that, you know, were told that BHP would be a good idea and they just couldn't see it.
Yep. Now, I met a guy on the Malaysian aeroplane, was very similar to the BHP thing, who he's the flight attendant. Some of you got to meet him as well. And he has a few Bitcoins. So someone told him to buy it back in 2011 when it was only a few $100s. He's got a few Bitcoins and he's still on the aeroplane being a steward.
Yes.
Why? His mind doesn't understand that he's a millionaire. Sandeep, bro, what would you do with a few Bitcoins? Like 2-3 Bitcoins, at least he's got.
Incredible.
You're muted. You're muted, bro. Can't hear you.
Just take them, multiply them, take advantage of the bull run that's coming, and at least 10x to 100x them.
Come on. Absolutely. So can you imagine? He's saying, I'm keeping it for my retirement. And he's already correct. Thank you. Now, so who's poor? Is he poor or is his mindset poor?
His mindset.
So if you got a rich mindset, you got a wealth mindset, and I was telling you the difference between the rich and the wealthy. The rich are selfishly trying to run after money, whereas the wealthy are controlling money. And if you got a wealth mindset, do you think that it's going to be easy to become wealthy? 100%.
Yes.
Not hard at all. Okay? Because look at what he's on a plane still when he could be owning some planes. If he reinvested 10x it, like the stuff that is going to happen is crazy and he doesn't know that. And I was telling him about the book Crypto Plus Chill and he's like, oh, I really want to know this stuff. I'm like, I should be learning from you, but you're going to learn from me. And I don't have as many Bitcoins as you do, and you're richer than me in the digital world. But hey, now the other exciting thing was I was in Malaysia, and these amazing devices that Don and Mercy are on, we got in Malaysia, right? And it's exciting. Now we went to buy them, and I got some Gucci shoes for $20, but shh, don't tell anyone. Like, I mean, awesome loafers. Papa Luke and I'm going to be rocking like Papa Luke soon. If you see his loafers, and now. We went to pay and I had run out of ringgit, okay, and didn't have USD with me or Aussie, right? Typical Ruben used to his digital phone all the time. So I asked the guy, can I pay you in Bitcoin or in USDT? And he said, I don't know, let me ask my wife. And he calls his wife and the wife sends the address.
Wow.
Like literally that's the sort of world we're moving into. So I could just have paid him. I didn't in the end, I paid him on my credit card, but I could have literally paid him with USDT there and then. And that's the world we're in. We don't have to go to an exchange person. Our exchanges are all online. Is everyone excited about this? Okay. Are you getting this? Okay. So having said that, in the coming days, we're going to give you some more opportunities to learn some of the things on the platform. Every Monday, I'm going to have the Wealth Creation Hour. We're going to go through stuff as we go. We're upgrading. I mean, there's 100 of us on our Validus group, and only about 15, 16 of you turned up. So you're going to get a hold of this stuff, but the others are going to start asking questions and going, what's happening? I came into Validus, what's happening XYZ here? I need you guys to say, hey, ABC is happening. You should have turned up for 1, 2, 3, right? And if you turn up for 1, 2, 3, you would have got to ABC and XYZ would have happened already. You guys got all that, right? So we need to be ahead and we need to inform all the others as well, but we need to be pushing forward. So we're going to have some information that's being thrown out into our group in the coming days, in the coming hours. It's going to be fast information, and you don't have to get everything. You just have to begin to follow. So the way to follow is turn up on the Mondays for the Wealth Creation Hour. I might do a Friday like this if it's going to be helpful to just kind of start the week, end the week, so you guys have a gist of, okay, here's what's coming through the week, because Tuesdays, Thursdays we're on with Stantosh. Literally every day, pretty much every day, 5 days is going to be training on the MetFi stuff. There's going to be some other things that Sandeep and I have been talking through that we're going to share with you guys as we go along. There's just different things that are happening, taking place. And I want to just take you a little step at a time, but explode this out. So 2024 is not, yeah, I just made it, or I got into something, yeah, but that's okay. It's like the chance of me being able to hit big is taking place because I'm learning as I go and I'm growing, I'm building my portfolio, I'm creating wealth for long term and immediately as well. Okay. If you're still in and you want to be a student of wealth creation and you're ready to sacrifice and be a student that learns, which means you got to show up, then please put a Y in the group chat. If you're ready to do this stuff, so whenever we say there's a meeting on, show up with paper, pen, notepad, digital notepad, whatever, and then we're going to get practical on stuff, okay, as we go. Mercy, you're going to say something? Are you saying something?
I'm just talking to Don.
Ah, I love the way you guys are on your own devices yelling at each other. Like, yeah. Good fun. Awesome, guys. So I want to see at least 10 of you, 15 of you on every time we have these training sessions. Jump on, learn, we grow fast, okay? Ask questions in the chat groups. It's good when we ask questions in the different chat groups that we're in, depending on where and what you're doing. Jump in, don't miss out, okay? And we're all in it together. We're walking through some exciting times and can't wait to see more take place. So I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. For anyone who has any questions, feel free to ask and I'm going to answer them. So any questions that anyone has before we finish off?
Can I just ask quickly, Ruben, can we catch up earlier than what I said? Because I thought I was working, but I'm not.
Awesome. Yep. Tomorrow is Saturday. We were going to meet up at 3. What time are you thinking of?
In the morning or what?
Okay. I should be fine. The only thing I've got to look at is Josiah had a soccer thing on. I don't remember if it's morning or night. I'll just morning or afternoon. Sorry, I'll just confirm that. Otherwise, how's 11 o'clock?
Yes, that'd be fine. That gives you enough time for sleep in.
Yes, tomorrow I can sleep in. Others have been waking up at 7 in the morning. I've been on Sandeep. Sandeep, are you up?
What time are you going to go to bed tonight? 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yesterday I was good. I actually went to sleep at 11 o'clock last night. So if anyone tried to, but the night before I was up till about 3 or 4. So.
11 o'clock would be good.
You can try texting me at 3 in the morning. If I answer, then I'm up. If I
won't
answer,
be doing
then I'm
that.
not up. All right. So 11 o'clock would be good. And if you've got Margaret about maybe an hour and a half to 2, so we can sit down and we've got a few things to map out. You are a very special woman. Sandeep keeps giving me some ideas for you, and I'm like, yep. All right. So I understand. All right, we got exciting things. Okay. Special queen. We got some special queens in the room, right? That we're excited about what God is doing, because I love seeing our women especially rise up in all of this stuff. No, nothing against all the men. You guys are awesome too, but it touches my heart when I see the.
And anyone who wants to join us in Sydney, you're most welcome. Or anyone who knows someone in Sydney, just connect them with Ruben as well.
100%. It's going to be exciting. Cedric, bro, I'm reaching out to you. You're gonna come to Sydney with us. No ifs or buts. So just keep the dates free, and next weekend I'll connect with you and we'll talk more. Any other questions, comments, guys, before we finish? Navin, what have you learned from today? What's been helpful?
Let's bring Navin to Sydney as well.
Yeah.
He said he was coming. He said he was coming to Malaysia. He never showed up, but he was in our group that was in Malaysia, and he said, "I'm there in the spirit." And then I said, "So what am I doing?" And he goes, "You're hungry, looking for food." I'm like, "Damn, this guy knows too much."
No, it's amazing, Brother Ruben, about the wealth, the one you shared about, not just, with Validus and just it's while waiting for that, but looking into other options as well. So I feel Met5 is also good. I just need to understand that a bit more, but yeah, I think it's looking exciting from what I'm seeing.
Tuesday, 7 p.m. Navin, if you can attend information presentation.
Yeah.
And Tuesday, bro. Tomorrow 7 p.m.
Saturday and Tuesday. I forgot tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow I will.
Tomorrow 7 p.m. for those who want to know more.
The team has put together an amazing training schedule for that project already. Okay. And the leaders are traveling all over the world. And it's an incredible project with the entry of $100 and the potential of that returning $440,000. I know it doesn't add
Doesn't
up.
add up.
A lot of people say, no, that's not possible. But when you understand the project and you understand decentralized, totally autonomous project that the power is in your hands, and you get paid instantly. You don't get paid the next day. You don't have to put in a request. There's no KYC that will ever be asked because everything is on the blockchain, and 100% audited. There's an event in May in Istanbul that I've already bought my tickets to attend because I want to learn. I'm still learning. But the project's been up and running for over 2 years, and real networkers have not got into it as yet. Just computer geeks and IT people have got into it. 27,000 members.
You're talking to two here, bro. Navin's going, what are you talking about?
27,000 members in 2 years, in their first 2 years, have been paid out $33 million. And it's all audited by Certic, which is the biggest independent auditing firm in the whole world. And you are part of that project. And Bitcoin is a part of that project, just so you understand.
Yeah.
The Web3, it's a Web3 incubator. Think of Shark Tank Australia, where people come and present their project and say, hey, can you give me some money? So people come to MetFi and say, this is my gaming project. Please give me some money. And in return, we'll give you XYZ. Every single project currently running, maybe you should just share the statistics link on the P61 group. Every single project currently running, including a coin called the Sandbox, which I've owned for the last 4 years. And that coin I bought for 10 cents, Navin, it went up to $11. Currently, it's at $1 again. And it's an amazing coin, just out of context, just to keep in your portfolio a little bit of those coins. It's one of the biggest gaming projects in the whole world. It's called the Sandbox, as you can see. So Met5 have invested 849 USD into Sandbox when Sandbox came to them, when Sandbox launched and said, we need some money to get up and running. So that's how they fund startups. And it's just incredible. When you get your head around this opportunity, yes, it will take a little bit of time to fill up every matrix. However, if we work together collectively across the world, and even $100, when you tell someone, hey, can you afford to buy your own NFT for $100 and do nothing? Someone I signed up earlier today said, what do I have to do? And if I don't want to do anything, what happens? I said, even if you don't want to do absolutely anything, within the first 12 months, you would have doubled or tripled what you've started with, whatever you want to start with, whether it's 100 or 102,000. Because the company's taking your NFTs and every 12 hours releasing the staking profits to you. So it's all, I'm now a little bit more educated than I was a week ago, Ruben. But Ruben got the privilege of spending time with the master in Kuala Lumpur, which I didn't have, So, but I'm excited about the project, and I'm really looking forward to working closely with Ruben and everyone, and Mercy and everyone else, because $100, everyone can afford $100 to try something out. But you have custody of your wallet, you have custody of your coin, it's unique, it's in your wallet, and you get paid instantly. There's an incentive, Ruben, that has just launched, that if someone starts with 100 this month and brings in another 10 people with 100, they get back $50. This is an incentive being run by the person who's, sponsored Ruben and me. So pretty much if you start with 100, you introduce 10 people with 100, not only do those people give you $50 back, the person who's referred us will give you another $50 back. So you've actually got your 100 back.
I'm excited about the opportunity of this, bro, which is 1,500 for Australian guys with a potential of 3.5 million. Plus, on top of that, you get 50% if within the 45 days you also have other people sign up who are similar. You're getting 50% for life of all their earnings.
I've done that already in my first 2 weeks, and I've got it all. I've got it back. It's all real time. Everything happens in real time,
Happens in
and
real time.
it's all trackable. Maybe you can even show Yes Wealth to them to see how our sponsors are tracking, because you can log in and you can see anybody in the whole universe and how they're tracking and how their matrix is looking and how much they've earned so far.
Very transparent, which is excellent. I don't have it's on my phone, so I'll have to, but it's something, what I suggest to you guys is, like, I know I've given a lot of information. I know some of you have already on, fathers who don't, tomorrow, 7 o'clock Melbourne time for an hour, jump on, listen to the information. And for it's others like Nevinol, you've already heard once, like others have jumped in. We've already got people signed up. This is going to go crazy. Like, and the potential within it is, Rubika was asking me, is it sustainable? I said, there's nothing to, unless you turn off the internet, this literally can run by itself because it's a matrix. And I would only go down to 10 levels, but below the 10 levels, it'll just keep going. We become a foundation for anyone else below the 10 levels, which means once I reach 885,000 people, do I need, does it stop? No, it just keeps going. And this is so exciting. So it's a DAO project, guys. It's learning to take ownership on stuff. Then there's the properties. There's this other stuff that we're going to teach you. There's the AI bots. There's some other things for those who have SMSF funds that we're going to look at. So there's just a number of things that are just exciting. But you just go at the level. You're ready to track, but go faster than you have before. All right. And those who want to run fast, Cam, let's go.
There are two incentives. One is if you start with 100 and you refer 10 people, you get your 100 back. The second that has just come is a incentive in Phuket, in Thailand.
Phuket.
I never get that spelling right.
Phuket. I'm not going to ask you to repeat that because I'm recording.
I'm not going to repeat it because I may not pronounce it properly.
I'll say it for you. Phuket.
I'll just say Thailand. Easier.
This one here.
There you go. So, yeah, that just got launched pretty much today. And there are 20 people that will be attending this. And even though it got launched today, one has already qualified. That's how quickly you can qualify. So only 20 people will be going, 10 from Asia and Africa and 10 from rest of the world. We've got from today till the 20th of February to qualify and go there from 21st to the 28th of February. There are a handful of tickets left to Istanbul as well, Ruben, just so that you're aware. And they are free. So if anyone actually buys you said someone in the team is buying one about the fish. Yeah, dolphin. They immediately qualify for a free ticket.
Awesome. I'll tell him. His cash is coming in tomorrow and he's ready to jump in.
Yeah, he just has to link his MetaMask with the link that I can send you for the free ticket. And that link recognizes your current NFT level and then gives you your ticket.
I'm going to be upgrading to Dolphin, so would I get that as well?
Yeah. Anybody who started in January, before the tickets run out, which are the free tickets. So Istanbul in May. But this project needs all of us to work together. The quicker, the more we work together, the more we bring in countries with $100 each, the quicker the matrix will fill up and the quicker we share a piece of that pie. 440,000 USD once that $100 matrix is filled. I'm okay with that this year.
That's very exciting. So, guys, I mean, obviously, this is not information where you're going to be forgotten. This is as we go. We keep on reminding you, telling you, encouraging you. Okay, so be encouraged. There's amazing things ahead. All right. Cecilia, how is it for you? How is Malaysia up to in all this?
There are people waiting to join. I'm with the blur. A lot of things I'm seeing today. So way more to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the ones in your circles that are waiting to join, we can get them into the Met5. I want you to do a little bit more research. Come tomorrow. 7 o'clock is 5, 6, 4 o'clock your time. 4 o'clock. Jump onto the presentation and invite them to come. Let them just listen. Say, hey, come listen to this. We've had some upgrades, and hey, if you get an upgrade for the same amount of money, why wouldn't you want to jump into that opportunity? That's looking very good. Now, everything we always tell people, I never tell people trust me and just do what I ask you to do. Like today, I spent an hour and a half with my personal trainer who would have just done something because I, said come for the journey, and I said stop, listen to all the info before you make a decision. You trust me to come to the information, then you make your decision. Why? Because I want everyone to be responsible for their journey of decision making, especially when it comes to money. How many of you know we can lose friendships and relationships even on true money, right? I've seen households fall apart because of money. So we want to make sure everyone understands, but we want everyone to have an amazing opportunity. So tomorrow, 4 o'clock, Cecilia, would be great. Patrick, how's this for you, bro? Have you reached your destination? If you are able to unmute and just share how this is for you, great.
Yes. Yeah, I will join tomorrow's session to know more. I'm definitely interested.
Awesome. Beautiful. Looking forward to it. Okay, my guys, bless you. Thank you for the time. I know we went over time by 30 minutes, but I think maybe we need to make our wealth hour an hour and a half because it's getting too exciting with all the stuff that we got to share. Just a quick word of hands before we go. If we had it twice a week with all the other stuff that's happening, will it be more helpful to have something that just gives you a start and a finish? And if we're doing it twice a week, we'll just keep it to an hour. It wouldn't be more than an hour. Be a start for the week saying, hey guys, this is what's here on for the week. Then Friday comes, this is what we've done. How's everyone tracking? Because if someone goes, oh, I didn't know how to buy that coin that we learned from Santosh. Okay, we'll set up a time or we'll just teach everyone online during that hour. Would that be helpful to people? And if it is, can you put an M and an F in the chat group? So just that I get an idea that if it is doable, because I'll give off my time. I'm so appreciative of Sandeep Pro giving off his time, of Santosh giving off his time. Like these guys don't ask for money, they don't get paid for this, and they're like teaching us $1 million mindsets are coming through with all of this. We're learning as we're going as well. All right. Mercy Cecilia have said yes. Okay, if it'll help you guys, and again, I just again being a student of wealth is going to be important. All right, there's enough of you to say yes. Let's do a Monday and a Friday. We'll do it for an hour. We start the week, we end the week, we have that mindset that goes here. This is what we're going to do. And as we journey together, it took me about 4 weeks of turning up to the classes with Santosh to start doing something. And then it came to a point where Sandeep Pro is asking me, how do you do this? How do you do that? I'm like, ooh, okay. I feel like the expert. And I was just pretending, yeah, bro, just do this. Yeah, download this. Come on, bro, just download that stuff. Buy this. And he's like, what? But in just 4 weeks, just having a mentor is so powerful, right? And guidance is amazing. 95% of people fail in crypto because of not having a good mentor and good information. We've got all of that taking place. We're going to win this as a group. All right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Ruben, is that a plan to do after the 7 o'clock meeting or?
On a Monday and Friday, yeah. Probably from around 8 to 9. It's usually...
So just a follow-on join.
What 7 o'clock meeting?
The 7 o'clock's the NFT training.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Which is not on a Monday.
Not on Monday. It's not on Monday.
Yeah. Having said that, there's no 7 o'clock on a Monday and a Friday. So you're.
Oh no, Monday and Friday.
So I can't do too much of a night time.
That's okay.
Totally
just go with what you can, Margaret. And like I said to everyone, go on the journey. And we create a plan for you. So Margaret, tomorrow we're meeting, we create a plan. Anyone else needs to plan, we meet together. Kem's done that in the past. We've sat together, we created a plan. For each one of you guys, you need a plan. We sit together, we create a plan. When we have these meetings, we have information, we have practical, we have mindset change, blah, blah, blah. But then you guys need one-on-one, we're there. And then those who've jumped in further, like Mercy, Mercy is translating for MedFi already. How amazing. And they upgraded her from a shrimp to a crab. Like, how awesome is that? She didn't even ask. Look at Favor that just joined in. Favor came into her heart. She was in Malaysia with us, and it's like, can you translate? Yes. You're getting a shrimp? Great. I'm going to upgrade you to a crab. That's how it happened, literally. Okay. So this is exciting. Today, Nathan, our old man Nathan, who doesn't know how to even type on a phone because technology for him is like that far away, got in his TP, got in his MedFi, bought an NFT, he's got 100, he's got a shrimp, he's in. He literally doesn't have to do anything else. That's it. Just check on it every now and again, see how it's running. But like I said, if you want passive income, you got to be active in your passive income because those are the winners. The ones who spend more time are going to get rewarded much quicker, much higher, much faster, and we get to help others and become leaders. Okay? Bless you guys.
Thanks, Ruben.
I hope you learned it.
Ruben, can I say you for a minute?
Don't worry.
Yes, you can.
Hi, everyone.
Listen to what I say. In your life, expect some trouble. But when you worry, you make it double. But don't worry. Be happy. Be happy now.
Hi, cutie.
Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy.